My name is Ashley, and as always, please like and subscribe to this video so you can get all the updates on any content that I post. So today we are going to talk about target fat burning. So this is a question that I get asked pretty regularly at the gym when I'm training people. They want to lose belly fat or arm fat or the fat behind their legs, and so they just want to do a million squats, a million sit-ups, whatever that may be to burn that fat. And it's sad to say, but what they're asking for and what you're asking for doesn't exist. So target fat burning has been disproven time and time again, yet it still kind of floats around there. So the idea behind target fat burning is you work a certain muscle and you'll burn fat there. Well, your fat cells are identical everywhere in your body. And your body doesn't differentiate, oh, I'm using the muscles in my legs, so let's burn the fat in my legs. It just kind of takes it where it needs it. So that is why, unfortunately, a lot of times us ladies, we hit the gym, we lift the weights real hard, we do all the cardio, we're busting our butts, and our cup sizes are the only thing that changes. And that just kind of goes to show that, it doesn't really matter where you work it out. Fat's going to disappear where it wants to disappear, and there's very little control we have over that. So I'm just going to go through a little bit to explain how do we get those bodies that we want, how do we reach those goals, how do we reduce that tummy fat, that leg fat, all that good stuff, because I'm not telling you that it's impossible. It is perfectly possible. People do it every day. But the question and the method that you're asking about, it doesn't work that way. So fat loss, it all comes down to the law of thermodynamics. So as long as we are consuming less calories than we are burning, then we will lose weight. This is assuming that we don't have any metabolic disorders that make the amount of calories that we burn in a day super, super low. Like with thyroid issues, the amount that we burn is super, super low, so it is really hard to create that deficit. Not saying that the thermodynamic theory doesn't work with metabolic disorders, it just makes the numbers funky, and so it's not a cookie cutter approach. But assuming that you are an average healthy person, as long as you burn more calories than you consume, you should lose weight. So this is why nutrition is super, super important, and I will have another video explaining the details on that. And just like, diabetes or thyroid issues can make the amount of calories we typically burn at rest super, super low, we can also do stuff to make the amount of calories that our bodies burn at rest higher. I mean, it's not a drastic difference, but it is enough to make a little bit of a change. So the more muscle mass we have, the more energy our body has to produce in order to maintain that. So that increases the amount of calories burned, meaning that we can eat more and still stay in that deficit. So this is why strength training is super, super important. So we build that muscle and you increase the amount of calories that you're burning at rest. You are increasing the amount of calories you can eat, and you're just overall happier. And I just want to mention that women don't bulk up. You're not gonna get there by accident. So there's a story, not sure how true or not it is, but it's about Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was training, way back in the day. And somebody came up to him and told him that they didn't want to look like him. He didn't look attractive, or his muscles were gross or whatnot. And the only thing that he told them was, don't worry, you won't. And that's because even for men, you don't get that way on accident. It takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication to both exercise and nutrition with very focused and specialized workouts to get to that point. So ladies, don't worry about just because you're gonna pick up those weights that may be kind of heavy, you're not gonna bulk up unless you want to. It's because women in general don't have enough testosterone to build those muscles and maintain those muscles. So although some women have more testosterone than others, which is why some will look a little bulkier than others, you're not gonna become this huge bodybuilder kind of woman unless you want to. And if you do, that is perfectly fine. You do you, and do what you think is best for your body and your lifestyle.